name is Dan Wells, and I'm the author of some books you might have read. The John Cleaver series, I'm Not a Serial Killer, another thriller called The Hollow City, and now I've got a new book coming out called The Night of Blacker Darkness, or if I can pronounce this correctly in German, Sarg, niemals, nie. This is one of my favorite books that I've written. It's very different from the others though, whereas those are kind of supernatural thrillers. This one is about, it's a comedy. It's about vampires about 200 years ago. It's historical horror comedy, which makes it even weirder. The very quick pitch for the book is there's a man who is trying to steal money from a bank, and he has not yet committed that crime, but has already been arrested for it. And then in the process of escaping from prison, he pretends to be dead, and he has someone carry him out in a coffin, and then when he escapes from the coffin, somebody sees him and assumes he's a vampire. So the rest of the book then is essentially a big ridiculous chase scene as vampires are chasing him and vampire hunters are chasing him and the police are chasing him and everybody's chasing him, his old accomplices and everybody, while he is trying to finish completing this crime and steal all this money. So it's a really weird book, but it's a really funny book, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I wrote this book essentially just because I wanted to try it. I love those kind of movies, the old screwball comedies where everyone's trying to do 5 different things at once and everyone has a different agenda and they're all working against each other at a very fast pace, and everything that could possibly go wrong does. And so I wrote this book for fans of that kind of comedy, and I thought it would be really fun to try that with this horror slant to it, and in the process to kind of make fun of vampires. And so that's where this book came from. What this book means to me is, in a sense, it is the culmination of a long time. I started writing this book years ago, long before the other books of mine that you've read. This is in fact the 3rd book I ever wrote, and the first one good enough to actually get published, though that took quite a bit of revision to get it to this point. And so to see it coming out now, and actually the German market is the first and only market where this book is in print. It's in ebook in a couple of places, but you guys are the first ones to have a print edition, and so I'm super excited to see it coming out there. My plans for the future involve a lot of other books. I've got another book out called Partials, which is another big departure for me. It's not a thriller like the John Cleaver books, and it's not a comedy like Sarg, niemals, nie is, but it is a science fiction after the world has been destroyed. It's called Partials. And after the world's been destroyed by a plague, 11 years later, a 16-year-old girl who is studying to be a doctor to try to cure the plague helps people rebuild civilization. And that series you guys are going to get pretty soon, and it's really good, and I'm really excited about it. I'm writing the 2nd book in that series right now, and it's been fun to do more of a science fiction medical story rather than the thrillers. I do hope to get back to the thrillers though, and if you like the John Cleaver books, don't worry. I have already got another one that I'm working on. It'll be a couple of years before I get it finished, but that one's coming out soon. Now, what I would like to say to all the German readers out there is, first of all, thank you guys. I love you. In fact, I love you so much I am moving to your country. Sometime this summer, probably in late July or early August, I'm moving my entire family to Germany. We're still not entirely certain which part, but we're going to be there for at least a year, and that'll mean that I have the opportunity to travel around, to go to conventions, to do signings and events in bookstores, and I really look forward to getting the chance to meet all of you in person. I think that's going to be really fun. So, I hope you enjoy Sarg, niemals, nie, and I hope that my pronunciation improves after I've lived in your country for a while, and thank you very much for reading, and I hope to see you soon.